Hi guys, thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to be going a little behind the scenes for this episode and talking about what we've done so far to set up the channel. After all, this is the and of course the neighbor is running his snowmobile, even though there's no snow on the ground. Why wouldn't you just sit out in your yard and rev your snowmobile? So today we're going to spend a little time talking about what we've done so far setting up the channel and what we've achieved so far. And I do mean we, because if it wasn't for you guys, I'm just some random idiot sitting here talking to himself in front of a camera. I'm thinking about doing one of these type of videos maybe every 5 to 10 weeks, maybe more if the interest is there. But these videos are going to be more about behind the scenes. They're going to be a lot more transparent and talk more about what goes into actually making these. We're going to talk about progress the channel's made, that kind of stuff, because after all, this is the experiment part of the channel. I started everything with Instagram. When I knew for sure I was going to start this project, I knew I wasn't going to be ready for the video part, at least for a little while. But I didn't want to waste time in promoting the project either. So I decided to start simple and start an Instagram account. I already had an Instagram account for my 500,000 mile TSX, so I was already a little familiar with the app, and so I decided that would be a logical first step. So knowing eventually that I would be doing the videos and the YouTube channel, I wanted to build up a little following on the Instagram page that I could hopefully transfer those followers to the YouTube channel. So when I had a few videos up and some variety on the YouTube channel, I put a link for my YouTube channel on the Instagram main page in hopes that if people found me on Instagram and liked the pictures, they might check out my main page, see the YouTube link, check those out, and if they like the videos, subscribe and be part of my YouTube community as well. Most of you know that I live in the Boise, Idaho area, and Idaho is a pretty scenic state. So I'll take these pictures from the Instagram account and I typically use them to close out the YouTube videos. So if you want, go check out my Instagram page. It's at NSX Experiment. These pages are all about word of mouth, so if you go, like what you see, click the follow button and tell all your friends. The next thing I did was Facebook. I also started a Facebook page just as another way to link with the Instagram account and get the pictures of the car and the name out there. And currently this has a very sad 6 followers or 6 likes. And I've done absolutely nothing with it except for link it to Instagram. And the results pretty much show that. I mean, it's just nothing. So I know that I could get a lot more interaction if I were to simply, log into that account and, comment and, be part of the Facebook community under that account instead of my personal account. I just need to do it. I also know that I could boost, promote the page or boost the page because Facebook reminds me all the time that if I just send them some money, they can get it out there. But again, I'm more interested in actual live people that want to be part of the community, that are going to interact with the community. I don't see the point in spending a bunch of money to boost the page to get a whole bunch of likes, but then nobody shows up to the party. So if you like Facebook over Instagram, you're on Facebook all the time anyway, you can also check me out on Facebook. I have a dedicated page, NSX Experiment. And if you like the pictures and enjoy the content, go ahead and like and follow along and tell all your friends. And now we come to YouTube. I actually already have an existing YouTube channel, but it's for the TSX, and it was just for fun. It's got 14 videos on it over the last 2 years, so it's kind of the opposite of what I want to do with this channel. But because I've got that experience with the other channel, it has helped some with the editing and stuff. And I thought it was going to be a very easy transition to doing this, but not so much. With the other channel, I was never in front of the camera. And I find that is probably the hardest part of doing this channel, is actually sitting in front of the camera. You tend to be your own worst critic, so everything you say, everything you do, you're scrutinizing it and you're always second guessing yourself. The intro video I did for this channel, episode 1, that literally took me over 2 hours of filming sitting in the garage to get 5 minutes of usable footage. Kind of sad. It's gotten easier being in front of the camera. Every episode that goes by, it's a little less stressful and a little less awkward, but I gotta be honest, sitting in an empty room talking to a camera lens, it's kind of lame. I like talking to people, and you know, I can talk to pretty much anybody about anything, but when I'm sitting here knowing that my audience is right there, I've got to look at a camera instead of somebody's eyes or face, so it's kind of boring. So I tend to want to, you know, kind of look around and and it's hard to focus. So I find myself consciously focusing at the lens, and because I'm focusing here, I'm kind of not paying attention to what I'm saying sometimes because my focus and attention is here, and I kind of ramble like I'm doing now. So I've found what helps with this is actually to write out a script. I basically make an outline of bullet points that I want to cover for that particular video. The goal for the videos themselves are somewhere between 4 and 8 minutes is my ideal time range. And if I leave it to me and just start talking, I'll go off on rants and, you know, whatever. And next thing you know, I've got a half-hour video of stuff that has everything to do with nothing. So I find that scripting the videos have actually helped out tremendously. One of the things that I came across repeatedly while doing research on how to start a serious YouTube channel was the first 100 subscribers. Multiple times I read or saw that it was the hardest to get the first 100 subscribers. It may take a while to be diligent, to keep putting out content, and you'll hit it. And then after that, it'll get easier and easier as your momentum builds and word of mouth spreads about your channel. And so the fact that we're 10 weeks in and we already have 82 subscribers, that's pretty exciting for me. And I really appreciate you guys wanting to be part of this project. I also was told by several YouTube creators that I should have some kind of call to action. So, okay, here's my first one. As my subscribers and followers, you guys have virtual access to an NSX. What would you like to see? What would you like to know? Do you have any questions? What types of videos do you guys want to see? If I'm going to be putting a video out every week, that's a lot of videos. And I've got an idea list on my computer of videos that I'd like to do, but I'm all open to suggestions. So if you've got something in mind, drop a comment below and let me know what you're thinking, what you'd like to see. After all, if I don't have followers and I can't keep my followers engaged, I got nothing. The YouTube pros also recommend that I try to build a community around the channel. So let's start a dialogue. Why is the NSX special to you? Why is it a car of interest for you? Where would you like to see the channel go? I had one guy I met out in the field tell me that he loved the NSX because it was the car that he always picked on Gran Turismo when he was a kid. What about you? One of the things that I read about and saw that I actually really like is promoting other channels on your channel. And by doing this, if channels promote each other, you can kind of help each other build up. It's a way for my audience to get familiar with other channels' content and vice versa, their channel audience getting familiar with me as well. I've always been a fan of supporting small businesses, and I kind of see YouTube channels as small businesses. So this actually really appeals to me a lot, and I want to start doing more of this in the future and see what kind of results we can get. That pretty much wraps up this first progress report and behind the scenes video. Like I said, depending on how much you guys enjoy these type of videos, will regulate how often I do them. Like I said, feel free to leave me any comments in the section below. Let me know what you like about the channel, what you don't like about the channel. If you think the channel sucks, that's fine. But just don't tell me I suck, because I already know that. Give me something to work on. Other than that, thank you so much for stopping by. To my 82 subscribers so far, you guys are awesome. And yeah, like, share, subscribe. Remember, if you like what you see here, hit that notification button after you subscribe and tell all your friends. Thanks again, guys. Have a great week.
you.